Hello. Sorry. Hello. I'm going to be playing some Crusader Kings right now. I've been playing this here for a while. This is Count Jondi. And we're basically going to be trying to reclaim an empire here. We basically have just Finnmark over here, which is not a great swath of land to have, to be honest. It's like parts of northern Norway. Then I have at least the nice little island of Gotland over here. I have Holstein over here and Riga over here. So I basically just have, not all but most of the Demesne that my previous character had. And it was unfortunate that that character died, because that character was actually the empire of this entire empire, and was basically the guy who really made sure that this thing happened. But now we're really split up, and that's basically not very good at all. And we now have to try to get alliances now to various other people, and hopefully get the right alliances to the point where we can eventually get that one done in. Sadly, I can't start factions because I believe the reason why for that is because I'm not of age yet. Otherwise, I could. Sure, you can see my marshal, or though I can probably find a better marshal. It's just somewhere. Search all. Highest marshal. Join court, yes. I'll invite him to court. That seems like a pretty good commander to have. Marshal to have. Then we're gonna have. I think we're just gonna invite people from other places for all of our positions. That's a woman, so we can't have that. But that one we can have. Do we have a good spy master already? We do not. Do we have a good court chaplain at least? Yeah, 17. I believe that guy is one of our vassals, so that's actually not too bad. I believe none of the land that we have has the problem of being any sort of pagan, no, so that's good. So instead, we can try to improve cultural tech in Gotland, and we do actually quite need that right now. Although that's actually just spread, and since spread, let me see, 12, it's like a little bit behind. I think it's actually probably better to wait for that for a little bit. Maybe if we improve relations with the Pope, get on his good side, maybe that'll help things along. I'm not going to ask help for managing my titles. I'm going to keep all of them, and with all of the penalties. No, it's mine. It's not a not Holy Roman, and not an empire. I'm not trying to gain the Holy Roman Empire right now. I'm trying to regain the Empire of Scandinavia. Because, you see, electoral monarchy is just awful, because then lords in the land get to vote for stupid leaders like this guy, who is of a completely different dynasty and just awful at everything. Well, he's not that awful at everything, but he's not us. He's not a genius like us, but the unfortunate thing is we're probably not going to be able to do much about it for the next 9 years, give or take, which is not great. I'm still going to hold a feast, and I'm going to see if we can try to get maybe some. Do you have any marriages? I don't even have any marryable people. Do I have any siblings that I can maybe... Yeah, Queen of Norway, I need that one. Who's that one betrothed to? Okay. Let me see, how much does he like me for? Broken betrothal penalties is -10. That would be -6. Actually accept that, so I think it might be a good idea to break off that betrothal, arrange it again to the same character, then we get the Pact of Non-Aggression that we want. Steward, we're just gonna wait for the people, or yeah, we're just gonna wait for the right people to actually show up to do that, because we've actually already invited some. Well, we can retake Hamburg. I don't think. I don't think I at least had Hamburg anyway. I've like maybe was that a pagan area at some point? Like maybe in the Saxon era? Yeah, like when Saxony was a thing, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I want to make sure that that feast is really good. And the thing is, it's gonna take me quite a while to get this going. And this, as you can see here, and I'm not liking this one bit, is that we're having factions that might do things that we don't want to happen in the long run, like the increased council stuff, like increased council power, like Duke Knud for Scandinavia. What the fuck? Ugh. Well, at least hopefully he won't be able to solidate his rule and stuff like that. But I think in like the 8. I'll spend lots of time. I just want to make sure everybody likes me and make sure that we get the prestige going around. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good court position. Leave your duties and come into court. Yeah, this Wiglaf the monk is now my courtier, which is actually quite good. Wait, my doctor. Like at least, oh sorry, who was my mom? My mom was okay, just somebody, but is the Queen of Norgay related to me? Yeah, she is of the same dynasty as me, and she has claims that are good, and she's married to my brother. So, and since that's basically a thing, like I think it's relatively easy to get back into this, also because the King of Russia is also my relative. Was the King of Sweden? Yeah. The Queen of Norway also has Sweden. Why doesn't he like me? Desires the Duchy of Finnmark. I managed to save both of my eyebrows this time. 25% people. 25% gain charitable. 25% again gregarious. Did I gain either of those? No. Both of those would have been actually pretty good. Just get that diplomacy stat running high and getting people to like me, because that's something I'm probably going to need. Like, I decided this character's education before he died, and like I have haughty, which is at least isn't like a penalty to anyone, so I think that's not too bad. I've got some production, some prestige generating. What is the Empire vote at anyway? Pridbjörn of Osterland. Like I can at least hopefully marry into and get that one in there. Like, wait, can I not? Duke Eadwig. Yeah, Prince Eadwig was Scandinavian. That's me. I'm currently voting for my relative there, Prince Pridbjörn. Ugh, that's probably who he himself is voting for. These votes are not getting along great. What the fuck? Wait, is past child? She's 24. Jesus. But this is actually not good because it's he's a claimant, leader, countess, son is here. Actually, maybe we can marry her to one of our uncles or something. No. I think the court invite should be here any moment. I really hope that I don't have to deal with a rebellion in that regard, because then I might have to call in like my other allies before I have to. And since I already guaranteed, he's currently doing a war that's too far away from me for him to actually get penalties around me, so I'll form an alliance there. And I will, I think, at my next chance, move the diplomat away. Yeah, 15 is acceptable, especially since he's actually my uncle. I'm gonna collect taxes in Gotland, and my spy master will be this guy. And now here is going to be some interesting things. We're going to start scheming in Nordland. Not sabotage province. We're gonna not build spy. What is build spy network? Blood power increase. Hugs vessels discouraged from joining factions. 46%. Yeah, we're gonna build a spy network here. Hopefully that will get them out of rebelling against me. My mom is 24, so I actually do want to marry her off, but I preferably would marry her in Empire if I could. Danish. Is she a bastard? Yeah, she's slow. Actually, sure. Then we actually will have peace with Scotland for once, so yes, that's fine. Sure, I'll betroth her to the king. I'll betroth my mom to the king of Scotland. That seems fine. Too big, that's fine. Who is my regent? Yeah, it's betrothed, so she's still gonna stay there for a long time, I think. Sorry. For 2 years. She's gonna stay there at least 2 years. Actually, I don't actually particularly want her to be my regent, so that's fine. Her stats are not great. Yeah, and we're betrothed to my aunt, the princess of the Kingdom of Norway. So basically, she is currently the heir, and as long as this guy, and she's betrothed directly to him, and she's 40, and that'll take 11 years to fruition, and hopefully she'll die before much of that marriage happens. So then I can actually have her die, my wife inherit, be the Queen and King of Norway, and that'll be great. Just really hope that this plan falls down as I want it to. We actually probably want to research. We're probably not going to have war for. Actually, still train troops here. I think it's just a good idea to keep the number of troops that are in our capital high. No, I don't want to kick her. I don't want to kick her out. I actually would mind being offered a. Let's see. She likes me a lot. And let's actually do the split up there and have her try to impress the Queen of Norway here. Maybe we can consolidate this. We have an idle constant number. Okay, that one's gone. His factions. Yeah, these factions are troublesome. He's getting a lot of troops out of Finnmark. Ugh, is it tribal too? Really? Like, it's a Catholic religious tribal, but still. Yeah, is not reformed. She's at least and that means, that's actually not great. We can also have the Duchy of Wisby. But we don't actually have the money for that. Where money is not great right now. In fact, nothing is really great right now. we're gonna hold another feast. Like, it's costing a lot of money, but it's actually just gonna get random vassals to like us, and I think that's actually gonna be worth it. And also the prestige is not irrelevant. Just keeping that stacking here. I also advise everyone's hungry. It'll take a couple months to get that melty out, but I think that's fine. Ugh. It's really annoying that this entire loss really happened at all. I am really hoping that we can get out of this. We're gonna play on speed 4 because there's nothing really happening. Although actually, let's take a quick look on what claims we might be able to. No. Nope. Nope. And nope. We don't really want to declare war on anybody. It costs 200 prestige at this point, so I actually would like to be Danish. I would rather be actually in the Scandinavian group. That's just better. Seeing that balance once more. Anglo-Saxons is a different group, and I don't like that. What's the change of blue? I feel there's some glitch here, because I'm pretty sure that throughout this game I've seen that announcement like 3 times. Ekip, 8 years old, just getting it in there, slowly and slowly. Defending. Great fun, and so did everyone else. Too big, foreigner, Leadus genius, envious. It's not great. It's not great what's going on here at all. I can borrow 300 for Trace Merchant, but that just doesn't accomplish much. I can get a keep in the capital, or keep 2 here in Gotland, but again, that does not accomplish much. Ugh, Gotland's actually seriously a lot better capital here. Like, I could also do that to try to make a castle town to try to get my money up. Because like the +2 money here then is eventually predictably gonna actually +19. It's actually kind of it's like a little complicated to calculate how much money you're getting for something. Yes, for money, how you're getting to something. Chancellor. Actually, is she a legal choice? Yeah, no, she's a woman. Can't have a woman chancellor. Yes, 10. Who would give him +40 like? I think I'm actually gonna do it just in hopes that he won't. I'm just gonna then send him. Okay, they fixed the thing where you can't send people to go and have them talk to themselves, so they'll like me more. But he'll talk to the King of Norway and hope that happens, and hope that works out. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for help getting my titles back. I should ask someone to help for getting those titles out of me. Maybe I should welcome this revolt, because at least I could like take some county. I could take probably a county away from each. To basically take all their land away from them, and just have that way too much damage now. died, and now we have a new, yeah, this guy. Pridbjörn. Nope, do not want that guy having it. King Eleanorus. Prince Eadwig. I will change my vote to Prince Eadwig. Specifically because I would rather have the emperor be of my dynasty. I'm annoyed that I'm not even on the list. Okay, that's just because their rating. Scandinavia is not actually in any sort of war. High Chief has usurped the title of barony. Okay. I don't know why this was like a big announcement, because that wasn't even in the realm. What the fuck, man? Board honorary title. Master of None. Maybe you'll get to like me a little more. Just but still. More people joining that stupid faction. He's a city baron. Yeah, the city of Lilyhammer. Lilyhammer is actually a really good TV show on a completely unrelated note. It's this weird Norwegian show which is basically about an American gangster that goes in a witness protection program in Lillehammer in Norway. It's actually really, really fun. It's basically just sort of about him dealing with the differences between living in America and Norway. And one of the best things is when he actually gets put into jail in Norway, and basically the prisons that there basically feel like to him like a Christian summer camp. Holstein, County of Riga. Oh yeah, the duchy has Gavelkind. Oh yeah, great. That's great. That's just great. You probably want him to hopefully have some diplomacy, so hopefully studying etiquette will help him do that. Pridbjörn. Yeah, High Chief here, Finland. So many fun things right now. I wonder if Ragna, which is my betrothed, would like to join me for bride. Yeah, I'll ask her. Close friends plus one diplomacy. I'd actually rather have. Actually, wow, we get both out of the way. That's actually really good. We should do this every day. Get rowdy, which by itself gives me +1 martial, and then might actually develop into honest, brawny. Brawny is probably the best out of the three. Dull is the one we really don't want. Like, honest is fine. I will not be blackmailed. Let me see how many ships can I get here. 16, that's one way more than I need. Troops. Wait, do I still have territory in Iceland? No, I don't. reduce the 160 men I have in Scotland, because that's great. That's just great. Yeah, if we basically lose this one, we're just gonna lose the game, but we're probably not gonna do that. We can call him into this war. I'm not sure if that's a good idea necessarily. Let's see, do we have any other pacts on aggression we might push? He's not doing anything. Wait, defending against Usurper. Oh yeah, he's just trying to get some of the Scottish territory there that somehow was inherited over. Because of the stakes of the fight, I think it actually might be... Like, I will have 800 troops versus 1700. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this war if I don't call him to arms, probably, or I'll have to hire Jewish moneylenders. So I'm hoping that works out. And if I can, oh yeah, I actually have to grab a new chancellor now, which gives me one good thing. Expand bishop immediately. I really hope he says yes, because that would be a super awkward thing. Okay, that's awful. That's awful. Maybe we can wrangle... Oh shit, we actually don't want to be called to arms to France. Probably going to be forced to hire mercenaries. I think I'm going to accept, but I'm pretty sure that we're not going to win this war. Let me see, the French are at 20,000 K troops. The Scots are at 10. Okay, we're just getting north of that. We can ignore that war. Those guys are running up together to start sieging that. Well, we might as well call him. Maybe he'll do something. Oh, you're not going to join my war. Well, this actually might suck. Are they besieging something? You've only about 1,000 swords, which is actually not very great. This hopefully does not mean the fall of our house. Okay, we're gonna add those in. Get there. We're gonna be at -2 money. But we have enough ships to get basically a mercenary army there, maybe. But we're gonna have to be very careful about mercenary armies to begin with. Because he's not besieging anything yet. So the question is, if we hire a mercenary army, we probably want to do it soon, and we'd probably try to fit, because we probably want to figure out which mercenary army that would be, because we want something that's really cheap. Because we don't actually need that many troops. We need like 2,000 or something. We can. We can't hire 180. We need something that's at a very low upkeep cost, at least. The Sami band. That's actually not bad. We can sail up the river here. We can sail upriver with those guys and have them land there, maybe, or here, so we can head straight there. They're actually tribal, so assaulting that will probably be really easy. But the thing is, she's not tribal, so she has like a fort level of 4 in like that area, so that's probably not going to be very good. So I think that's probably the plan. Is to try to get my ships in. I'm gonna need... Riga has 16 ships, my capital has 27. 48 ships, that's gonna be more than enough. So I think then we're gonna have to do it this way. I'm not happy about this, but this is just kind of the way this has to be. Then we're probably gonna, because they have really low upkeep cost and a low hiring cost. It doesn't really matter that their units are not very good. It mostly just doesn't matter because of just doesn't matter because of the fact that that the numbers are somewhat close already. So we basically just need some more bodies on the ground. We would have probably hired worse mercenaries at worse money because we're hoping to have slight leftovers, maybe. It's not going to be good. Chancellor, you're going to be the Chancellor, and you're going to try to improve relations with the Holy Roman Empire in case we might actually get to call them on work, get them to like us a lot more. Let's hope to see if we can roll a better regent. We're not going to ask help managing any titles, we're just not going to. But how much is their garrison? Their garrison's actually 1,500, which is actually going to be pretty bothersome, and it's going to take us a long time to march over there. Ugh. I think we're going to raise the ships again. Sail over there, because I think it's just going to save us that much time. And we can also figure out, wait, it would have actually been faster to just sail through the entire thing. Which is probably good for future reference. We're just not going to get the money we need to keep that army. Like, this actually might just be a rip run. Because this is a war that if we lose, we're just probably not going to recover. army just doesn't betray us. And then we can actually get this done in time, which seems unlikely. This looks like it's going to be a rip run, which is really unfortunate, because I was enjoying this beforehand, but I didn't know how they changed the Devil Worshippers. They changed them probably to make good changes, but because I perceived them as the original version, I did some questionable choices that led me to an early death that wasn't very good for me to at all. I don't think there's a point to shutting the gates. Like, there's an epidemic happening, like there. It's fine. I'm really hoping the Sami band doesn't decide to go cutthroat and try to betray me and all that. Sure, I will try to kill him because he's just annoying. If this is just a rip run, I'm probably just gonna play Stellaris next week. Because, losing to this rebellion would be so painful. Make him disappear. Okay, even with the penalties, as long as we get to finish that battle off, it should be mostly fine. Nej tack. Really hoping that... And he's just being evasive because of course. Which again is the thing that the computer... Oh, I actually caught him. We're just gonna declare a white piece if we can. I don't know how much more score this will generate. The Scandinavian Holy War program. Okay. How long until he takes my stupid deal? He accepts my peace. Expand the troops. It's now 1171. I'm 9 years old. And I'm 50 gold in debt. And that's great. Just fantastic. There's really nothing I can do, I think, at this point, so I should just raise the score. Just gonna leave that be. Duchy of Woodland. Why did you do that? Actually, that duchy probably find it great. Actually, no, that duchy is awful to create. Actually, this is a really weird de jure. Yeah, this de jure is fine. Actually, 2 of them belong to other counts, so this actually was still probably going to be a long-term path. Oh, great. I'm less in debt now. That's fantastic. This happens to be riveting gameplay. Well, I'm really exaggerating there, because this is pretty slow, and it's probably only not going to kick off until I roughly hit 16, which won't happen enough for another 6 years, which is why I'm playing the game on the max speed and all that nonsense. So, you know, just gotta go fast. And if I die, my realm gets even, what little I have gets split up even thinner. Just great. You're seriously doing another one of these? but I can't put him as my court chaplain. He would make nothing else good. Just nothing. 63, god, I'm 3 years old, Jesus. Who is my regent again? Oh yeah, my marshal. That's actually quite good. He's got some decent stats here and there. I'd probably just rather want him to be married. Sure, just marry some random person. Come on, we just had the war over that. We just had that war. Duchy of Eastland. He's making a bunch of duchy titles here and there. Well, the Duchy of Eastland is one that I don't mind existing. This stupid. We could become Swedish. I do not particularly want a non-aggression pact with him, and I do not want the Holy War for Udra. That seems like also a really risky war with not a huge load of gains, like 3 counties, but is he hitting it at an opportune time or something? Yeah, he's a Muslim now, so he can't actually use his piety to defend himself anymore, because he's not pagan anymore. So actually, I kind of agree with him. Also, just having Muslims that close is just awful as well. Yeah, he's Sunni Muslim. Orthodox goes all the way there. We're trying to convert these into Catholicism. 1172. 10 years old. Only 22 golden debt. Ugh. Okay, that's actually really good. Having Gotland prosper is actually really good just because of the tax rate that we really need there. Yeah, the half year. Save here thing. Oof, yeah, we're technically in this war, but we're just gonna let the Scots lose it. The Scots are probably going to lose it unless something miraculous happens, and we're not going to be that miraculous something even if we wanted to. Because right now our thing is awful. Actually, what do we do about that? Yeah, it's not going to leave me any better because both of my big vassals are Norwegian, so that's actually not going to make them like me anymore. It'll make them like less because of the entire prestige penalty. Just gonna have the alliance since I'm already in one of his wars anyway. Am I cycling close to abandoned haunted house and we're not supposed to go there and build? Is it call us looking right? It's not call. Go inside. Call says we have to go back now, and if we don't, Felony. At least I tried. No, I didn't gain willful. I wanted to gain willful. You guys created the High Chieftain to there. The annoying thing is this guy is not converting himself to a feudal, because it would be much better if this one was feudal, because he's really big. So let's see. I actually hope he loses this war. I hope that our relative manages to keep the title there. It wouldn't be the worst thing ever, assuming that everything goes according to plan and I get to be the emperor again. But one thing at a time. how many times I die, it's not going to get over to the queen here, so no reason to try to do that. And even with everything that's going on, it's just everything's happening very slowly. Sure, but I don't think my armies are relevant when it comes to this entire thing. You're gonna have 40,000 troops by CK2. She's 17 now. Yeah, she's gonna be like 22 when... Oh wow, she's actually gonna be a pretty good wife. Except for that arbitrary thing. Temperate brave, that's just really good. Cavalry. Yeah, I can't make her its designated region because I don't... You can only assign that when you're... well, assign new commander and I don't know. That's about it. Oh yeah, my region put him... yeah, he's my region, so I can't put the better marshal there. This is slow aging process. I'm actually just gonna leave this on for a little bit. Almost anything that actually would be important would be... would stop before this goes any further. So I'm just gonna go. And I'm back, and as predicted, nothing really important has happened. Which is actually quite unfortunate. Because, like, I don't particularly want to have any of this. Like, my damage size is probably going to get skipped up to... skipped up. It's probably going to go up pretty severely as I get into my own ruler. Because my damage size is going to go up significantly after that. Yeah. Just because that we have Russia, this conquest is probably going to be a lot easier. I'm at least happy that the emperor is maybe doing something somewhat good here, and expanding into these territories. Yeah. So this is again very riveting viewing material to me. Me just waiting until I can finally get off age and start to do more about the situation at hand, because I have a few possible plans. No, we don't want... Why? Why, Ant? Why? That's just awful for everyone. Putting that guy on the throne is just awful for everyone. Why? Okay, at least this guy has the common decency of putting himself there and being slightly better and at least of my dynasty there. But great aunt or whatever she was. Why? Yeah. You keep telling yourself that's gonna happen. And also, no, that's bad. Ugh. This empire is probably gonna go to shit. Let's see, has the council power already been upped? Yeah, no, not yet, but... Like, although to be fair, maybe it's not too bad, because maybe I can then try to find a period to enforce peace, and then get primogeniture succession eventually after I, become emperor and all that. This is the current emperor. Yep, sure. It's always nice to have just random. No, that's even worse. Again, like in this guy's name, claim meters, but that's really pointless. It's gonna just take really long to do. I'm gonna go for martial education. And I'm probably gonna have my wife educate me. As weird as that is. That means I'm, 12, so I have 4 more years to go. Okay, that's actually quite good. So we still have that reliance. Maybe if we can hedge that to take Scandinavia. We're gonna blackmail him. Blackmail her, hopefully, to get out of this stupid faction business. Ah, finally. And also now with Spymaster, with that good of my job done, my Spymaster is now going to go over to the Byzantine Empire and hopefully copy some tech. Because it would be really lovely to try to develop goblins. Ooh, the Emperor really likes us now. That's also really good. And we're probably going to keep him on his good side until the moment we need him, which is going to be when we try to revolt for the kingdom, for the Empire, I mean. Yeah, it could be Swedish instead of Danish, but being Danish is just as good because most of my territories are in Norwegian anyway. They're like 2 counties away, so I'm still not concerned enough to lock up the doors. Oh yeah, Rika is actually still under that penalty, so it's going to be 1183. It's going to be a while. She's probably... Probably want to breed her with something when we get the chance, though. But that means she'll actually have a lover. Which is going to be bad. DJ Cool Crusader. Hello! Yeah, one of my 3 followers. A glorious high number. This is awful. If we lose, it's awful. If you win, it's awful. Why? Uh, I'm mostly fine for today, with the exception of what's going on in Crusader Kings. Why? He could take, if you lose, he can take your kingdom title away, which would suck. And if you win, you put an absolute idiot on the throne that's not even of our dynasty. Why? Why didn't you just support Prince Eadwig or go in a faction for yourself or something? This is literally the worst type of revolt that you could have done. Oh, what are you doing? And it's gonna stop the expansion into here, which is also just a good thing. Just if they protest, I will crush them. Okay, cruel. Cruel's not. It's not the best out of the three that can develop into, but it's fine. Yeah, that can also develop into something else. 12. But just why, Ragnar? Why? She was married to one of my characters. Yeah, she was married to my grandfather. That's right. Yeah, sure. You can be a commander. That's fine. But, this is just a revolt that is awful for me. It's technically not awful for me directly, but it's just awful for my future plans, because now she might have kiboshed herself to the point where she will not be a useful ally. Meanwhile, if she fails at this, and if she succeeds at this, this is the emperor that we'll put. This leper lunatic. He's just awful at everything, and he's off of a different dynasty. Yeah, there are some really sweet modded CK2 mods out there. Some of them can really, really get a lot of different cool things in. Just between, like, I wish I actually was more diligent in checking them out, but I've seen some people play with some user interface user interface mods that have actually been looked really cool, and also it's like the different like the setting mods, like the Game of Thrones one. Okay, take, like, Ragnar, I think you should probably take let me see, there, the Emperor Empire. Take a guy out of this. Yeah, they're just leaving. That's actually some really good stats. I actually do hope, because we're actually allied with I made my own mod. It's just sadly that I don't have much time to update it to Monks and Mystics. Yeah, that's actually quite unfortunate. Monks and Mystics has actually been really, really sweet. Ragnar. Actually, just get some stewardship. Yeah, which is actually really, that's actually quite unfortunate, because Monks and Mystics, like, if your mod is something that I would probably definitely not, I don't think I would like to play with a lot of mods that don't have the Monks and Mystic, or at least, who are at least not compatible with the Monks and Mystic expansion, because the Monks and Mystic expansion is very good. How much is her gold? Okay, like, I'm not gonna use resources at either way to either fuel or hinder this rebellion, but she's got about 7,000 versus about 7. She's up in the air who wins, and it's just not great. The air is, yeah, let's just scheme a little bit. Hopefully, the entire plot and covered thing, and I might actually get her to. But if we also lose that county to, like, Scotland, just gonna like not participate much. If I bother to do it, would plan to make a huge update to your mod. What does your mod even do, though? Let me see. There's something about that lad I cannot stand, and I take the Prince show that whenever I can. I should feel bad for making him miserable, but my loathing for him is too great. It's oh, truly, he is my rival. Or, oh Jesus, what am I doing? He is a coward. He will never defend himself. I'm gonna say, oh Jesus, what am I doing? I would much rather be a good zealous Christian rather than have a rival. Because being a good zealous Christian just has benefits to it. Yeah, other faith opinion, opposite faith opinion, trade opinion, religious same trade opinion. No, they're besieging one of my counties. That's gonna hit my tax. Why? You're raiding. You're not. Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to fight that much anyway. You just do your raiding. Grumble, grumble. And that 92%. Ugh, and he's not going to finish it off because the computer is stupid and doesn't do the things in the order that they should do them. They're going to go for this rebellion first, even though they shouldn't. Wow. Wait, are the Scots actually winning this war? That's impressive. And that would definitely, like, if that's the case, I don't see how this is plus 72. Like, how? Look at it, it's just some random, but how is it 72? That doesn't make any sense. Is this a glitch or something? It adds 100 traits, events, new provinces, Tibet, Sahara, and Siberia, new laws, buildings, new roads, commander duels, new ways to ally or convert people, and loads of other features. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. No, I got nothing against you doing a plug on my Vibrant 2 viewer stream. That doesn't make sense. Why is this plus 73? That doesn't make any sense. I get why this is 69. But why is this 70 plus 74? Shouldn't it be at the negatives? It probably should be. He's occupying stuff like here, here, and here. He's occupying more things. But it's not, to be fair, it's not the de jure, the thing that the claim is for. But I still don't know how that adds up to plus 74. Like, does this 45 minus 29 should not reach 75? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm actually up to 13. Just 3 more years until this misery of being in a regency can end. Oh no, please don't tell me I die of the plague. If I die of the plague, I get to be playing my brother who's... Ugh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, special infrastructure at least gives me some text. Rest my phone. Rest in peace, my phone. LMAO. Okay. Apparently, apparently DJ Cool Crusader has lost his phone somehow. Or damaged it somehow. Anyway, whilst my phone died, did you say anything to my reply? Not that I could remember. Like, I think my only question was really like, what is the mod's name? Like it would actually like at least be cool to check it out a little bit. Sudden gurgling feeling. No, I have one of the diseases. Yeah, there's not the epidemic that was in the Empire is gone though, so it's just a random event and completely unrelated to that. Great diplomatic skills. It's probably like my regent's diplomatic skill, which is fine. What's going on here? Has inherited County of Finnmark from Count Torvin of Finnmark. Okay, so this guy is basically like the new chiefess there of Orkneyar. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, which of Orkneyar? Do they of Orkneyar still have Orkney? Yeah, they do. Please don't tell me I died of the flu. Please. I'm gonna go with as long as you know what you're doing. I really hope that this gets successful. I actually feel better. That's actually pretty good. Which is kind of weird because the flu it's one of those weird things about Crusader Kings. I mean, but I did upload a couple of versions on my mod DB since my friends seem to love it much. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I was just like hoping I could like I don't know like Google it somehow at least check out like some of the features it had. But I still find it really weird that a successful treatment to a disease you can have can leave you with a net positive a lot of the time. Okay. At least you're fighting. Okay. See, this guy who's revolting is an idiot because he has not nearly enough troops to actually accomplish this. My beautiful, beautiful, beautiful empire. Why did that character have to die at such an inopportune time? That was awful. What crusade? Wait, why is this crusade not named? Like, I'm trying to see what the crusade is. Okay, it's we can test the title is Jerusalem. Okay, that's the crusade. It's a crusade for Jerusalem. I'm not gonna participate in that because participating in that is a really costly endeavor that's not gonna get me anything. Like, I'm not even of age, so I'm not even gonna get the ability to get the Crusader trait. The Crusader trait itself is actually pretty good. Just because of the bonuses it provides. The bonuses it provides actually make it sometimes worth it to just going off in a crusade for a little bit just to get the trait and then go away. But in here we don't really have that. This is so bad. You're gonna lose, and then your people are gonna take. And the kingdom. Okay, the kingdom of Russ is with him on this, but somehow he only still has access to 2,200 men somehow. And the emperor still has circa 7,000. Just what are you doing? Just what are you people doing? Revolts everywhere. Oh yeah, and France is a ridiculous powerhouse. Just look at this. I figure we could actually attempt it in a multiplayer game later. The only problem is that you need to switch to the game patch before Monks and Mystics. I'm probably not going to be basically trying any sort of multiplayer player thing, like at least for tonight. I'm probably just gonna play this stream for like about, I don't know, like 40, 50 minutes more or so. Like, at least where I am, at that time it'll be like just around just over 11 o'clock. And I'm probably gonna finish up like either like 11 o'clock or like 11:30, which again should be around 50 minutes. Yeah, actually like closer to like 45 minutes, but you know I could probably go a little bit higher. Who is this? I do not give a shit. Go with my blessing because I would actually like to have 100 piety. 100 piety seems like a good deal to have to skip a courtier I don't particularly care about. 1176. And I was so impressed with this game a couple. Why is Ugra Sunni? I don't know. I believe it's because they were conquered by a horse lord and then they revolted to stop being a horse lord for a little bit. Then one of the horse lord vassals that was created was for some reason Muslim. I'm not exactly sure about the details of that, but Ugra is Muslim, yes. I don't exactly know how that happened. No, I don't want this idiot to raise me and teach me things. I would much rather have my future wife teach me how to fight. Yeah, and don't make fun of me for having my aunt who is going to, the aunt that I'm betrothed to teach me how to fight. Yeah, because I think it's probably because of the horse lords, because most of the horse lords I believe are Muslim. Because I think this one's Muslim. Yeah, that one's Muslim. Yeah, pretty much all of the horse lords. For them, actually, most of the horse lords are. Okay, honestly, that seems fine. Almost all of the horse lords are Muslim, it seems. And yeah, this is roughly the state of the Muslim, the Muslim empires, the Timid and something like that. This is, by the way, a game that I've been playing since 1066. I started out as Iceland. Yeah, I started out as Iceland and did actually manage to reform the Empire of Scandinavia, conquer Russia and all that. Then, because I was stuck with elective monarchy and suddenly died, this happened. Prince Pridbjörn? I don't want Prince Pridbjörn. I don't want Duke Eskil either. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the loading the way it is. I don't particularly care about those other two. Guys are shoot feet of the Holy Roman Empire lost. Hartmann, Usurper. Yeah, I don't think I had any women to control. That seems mostly fine. Your dynasty seems to be a full bunch of idiots. That's true, which is really irritating, especially since one of them's supposed to be a genius, which is one of the reasons why one of my previous character was married to her at one point. What point? Because if we look at, because if I only managed to keep the Empire title, unfortunately, for I believe 2 generations. Yeah, for the Trond the Careless and Ulf, who died very shortly after. And then the vote was against me, and this happened. And it's only a year. Okay, it's so close until we can actually become of age and start to put in some of our plans to make this less stupid. Oh, just Jesus! This is getting. Yeah, this is starting to become extremely convenient. I still don't know why this is happening. Why the Scots shouldn't be winning this. Am I allowed to send you links of Steam screenshots in the chat? I don't have any particular hard and fast rules over what links to send, but if they're somewhat related to the game I'm playing and not just spam or something, or basically something along the line of, I don't know, like I'm not exactly sure what I would ban, but your Steam screenshots are probably fine. I don't particularly care. Yeah. Although I can say about this one, at least I can say that even though this guy has really bad troops, at least he has the right idea of putting himself on the throne. That's more than I can say for this one, who decided to put... What? It just... Because why? What reason could you possibly have to put this one in? But yeah, again, just if you want to put Steam screenshots in, that's fine. Whatever. You see, when I said I don't particularly care, I don't have any particular restriction. Yeah, that's fine. When I said I don't particularly care, is I don't particularly care about restricting people from putting related links into the chat. Not that I would actually not mind seeing those screenshots. Okay, what warrior were they talking about? Defending Where's over immediately defending 401 prestige. I'm just gonna accept and not do anything because I don't have anything that requires me to be at peace. Because bizarre and repulsive evidence concerning Baron of Pridbjörn is my direct vassal. He's got Baron of Lisborg. Do I want to take the Baron of Lisborg away? He hates me, so sure. Title representation must be allowed. Oh, sure, I'll just do the ransom, because I actually just want the money. I don't... It's fine if that guy still hates me for a while. I just added about 40 provinces. I'm not actually sure whether adding provinces is a thing that I would, like, even in Africa is a thing I would particularly like. I kind of like the historical context of the Sahara and a lot of that sort of being useless, but you know, then again, when it comes to a mod, it's just, oh, you can, like, not really harsh a mod for something like that, because when something is just ultimately optional, optional, you can't harp on it too hard for anything like that anyway. Ugh. I think I actually might lower the audio a little bit. Because the audio music can get a little bit draining when you've been at war for this long. Yeah, what are the Tibia-Dale? That's only one county, I believe. Where's Dunburg? Yeah, Tibia-Dale. It's just this county, and England's been really powerful for a fairly long time. I don't remember. I believe I'm not sure who. No, I'm actually kind of curious. Who was it again? That what? Eadwig the Confessor. Ethelred the Unready. Yeah, 66. Harold the Evil. Yeah. House of Godwin. Then it was Eadwig the Confessor. Second. Yeah, they did have a white... Yeah, the Norwegians actually did win that for a time, but then basically that became independent, and then it just inheritance just kind of happened. Oof. Just a little bit longer. Just about a few months more. And I'll actually be able to do stuff. It's nomadic and tribal land, I promise. I was considering making new government types, but I'll do it when they update the whole mod. Okay, I can kind of see like it's being like nomadic and tribal land, but I just, again, I'm probably of the opinion that it was probably the right call for Paradox to keep it the way it is. But when it comes to a mod, it's just, again, just do whatever you think is cool, because someone else is bound to think that that's something that's fun to add in there, and you know, then it's just an option that's there. No, nothing wrong with that. I'm just not sure it's something that like I would necessarily be interested into in personally, but please make as many more mods as you can, because they're just options for people to use as they please. And I think that's really cool that you spend time and effort to put something like that out there. Okay, let's get a little bit higher legalism. 3, okay, let's just change into the revocation thing so that we might be able to maybe get some titles later, kind of. We'll see how that goes. I think, I don't remember. I feel like they because they don't actually just go by like year you were born and like year again. They actually go by like the actual birthday of 16. And because they do that, they into the entire coming of age mechanic here in Crusader Kings, they really should put like an easy place just somewhere here for like your birthday. or like I don't, or maybe they should maybe put it something in like the education menu that says that or something. Because other than that, it's sort of annoying that you don't actually know which month you're going to. Like if you don't remember when it, what your like when your character was born, which happens all the time. Okay, here it is. Okay, I was born 19th December. Okay, I am a decent. I don't mind keeping my wife. I mostly just want the money. Okay, now we're gonna lower speed and do a few management things related to empires and kingdoms do also collapse. It depends on numerous effects. That's actually something that I would actually like Crusader Kings. Would have actually liked Paradox Interactive to improve upon in game, and that's for like big empires to more often fall than they do. Because like it's kind of strange for me, but like in most of the earliest starts, the the Byzantine will have not nearly as much of the decline that it has. If you have like start in like the time period that's like the absolutely earliest one, the Reconquista will almost never happen, and Spain will almost always be just universally Muslim. So having more ways where like empires could suddenly see difficulties, it would actually be really cool. Ambition, we're gonna Roman heir. She's 22, so that seems fine by me. The question is, I'm not exactly sure what focus to do. I'm also gonna see what factions I can go into. Let's say Princess Duke, Empress Dowager. No, why would I want the Emperor's mom to be Empress? Prince Duke Thomas. Disgrace. Duke Einstein. Yeah, that's me, Duke Eadwig. Put the Duke Eadwig in there. Do I need like at least 2 demand installation of claimant? I need to be at peace. It's not a prisoner. Okay, so that's fine because the Scottish War will probably end soon. Because the thing is, we might actually still try to go for it just right away because the empire is already in such ridiculously mess, and we might have. That's actually true. We don't actually have anything that we can reforge that alliance with. My mom. Did my mom die? No, my mom's married to the Scottish, and one of my brothers. Yeah, that's what I expected. But this guy. Yeah, he's not Duke of Luxembourg. That's not very good enough. The question is if we can. If Auke can actually nap anything, he really can't. We would need a female for that, but maybe it would like need a girl to get that in. Caliphs do sometimes ally each other in the earliest those Spanish kings and caliphs do sometimes ally each other in the earliest 2 start dates. Yeah, that's actually also another thing that I actually would like, because in Crusader Kings, just because of how exactly marriages and alliances work, you will absolutely you will have extremely rare cases that are much rarer basically the ratio of which big empires of different religions will ally with each other, or at least try to build something towards a common goal, is, I think, okay, to be fair, it happened rarely historically through the Middle Ages, but Crusader Kings, it's much rarer. Because I feel like, how their threat system kind of does that, but at the same time, I feel like they could probably maybe have some more ways that could happen. So I think that's actually a really cool idea to get in there. Let me see. Okay, I don't want to demand installation of planet right away because I can't get I can't get him. Can I get France's real powerhouse? Can I get France? I can get France, and France is like 16. Scotland is like 4 because it's really drained after the war with England. And England's like there's someone draining. England's only got like 11,000, but I don't think there is anything more because like marriage. I don't think there is any marriage. Anyone that is related to me that upkeep me enough to cause that to be related. That Prince Hamlet of Scotland. Yeah, that's a half brother. That's Sholto. That's actually quite true. I actually might be able to hitch off of his alliances, which actually would be pretty good. I already have 3 half-sisters by mom. That's actually quite impressive. I really hate that the plus-minus stuff for diplomatic are hard-coded in CK2. Yeah, I feel like they probably should add more. Like again, I do kind of see what you mean. It's a really good way to have a system like this. Having a system like this is kind of necessary. I think, just to make the game functional for the most part. But I feel that again they could probably make the system a little bit better at making those alliances of convenience somewhat possible. Like, I still would like them to keep them to be more difficult. Keep them more difficult than alliances within their own religions, because again, I feel like a little historical accuracy also has to be in there. Okay. France. Okay, we're gonna actually make sure that we at least we have the alliance. So we would have Scotland, France. No. That's not great. I just didn't want to fight that, because then I can't demand the claimant. Ugh, now he hates me. And it's not going to be really great. Okay, I'm going to quit in some time right now, but I'm still having a lot of trouble, because, like, France is not... is not wholly in on this thing, which makes it somewhat hard to pull off. And my council is empowered, which sucks. And almost everyone hates any law change I could make. Fantastic. They don't even want me to get centralization because stupid. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait for that to pass. Nope. I don't want to be a commander. I don't want to lead. My focus, I could have a family, but I actually do kind of want to have seduction focus. Because I feel like I'm in the type of position where I do just want to make a bunch of kids with a bunch of women just everywhere around. I don't really care too much. Because I don't think I care too much about pissing off my wife and maybe like my other kids. Because I just really want to have kids with the right... Oh, no, I just really want to have lots and lots of kids. So I think I'm probably just going to search strong. Diplomacy Ray, yes. Actually, search realm. Age, because we probably want to get the younger streak. cousin. Sure, let's try to seduce my cousin. Why not? I want it to be really difficult, but the plus minus thing must not marry makes it impossible for anyone to ally infidels unless you have that interfaith marriages game rule, which makes it easy to ally infidels. Yeah, I feel like one of the things they should probably do is make the will not marry infidels penalty a little bit more lenient, because it feels like to me like there could I feel like it feels like to me that there should at least be fringe cases where it happens. Happens. Like I feel like that's actually pretty important. There is no rush. We should actually just seduce some of my court, maybe. Too old. My other aunt. Actually, sure. Let's do here and seduce that one because she's in my court. Yeah, because again, like the system. Yeah, I'm not going to demand installation of claimant yet. Let me see, where is he at anyway? He likes me negative 80 because refused to offer credit alliance breaker for inner alliance breaker to supports different heir and faction member. The heir emperor doesn't like me, but he does not have time to deal with me because he's dealing with 18 in favor of Reclamation ruler. I thought some carefully placed words where they could easily be overheard by notorious, but more effective than a little better. Well, I did a clear look at the mission, and she started her own rumors about me. Ingenious, but I won't give up so easily. Probably gonna gather money to maybe start to build in some infrastructure here, or maybe. I could break the trouble here, and then maybe get. Maybe use that to get. Because she's as an ally is just not really useful. Does anyone do anything? I won't give him just yet. And I'm gonna have first stop improving that. I'm gonna have improving a relationship with the King of Paris instead. Actually, the King of France instead in Paris. Alliance breaker. Yeah, 1188. Oh, that's 10 years. That's way too long to wait. I just gotta hope that that my diplomat goes well enough to the point where that actually gets to work instead of this. Because this might be a slow process of reclaiming the empire. Yeah, the war against Usurper is now. Oh, it's not 25% his flavor. We're probably gonna lose that. We're gonna pay money to him, and this is just. My beautiful empire, my beautiful, beautiful empire. Sure, pretty clear symbolism, I'd say. I'm just hoping to form some cadre of lovers to start making lots of babies with. Oh, I'm friends with her. I guess I just straight up say claim Scandinavia, but I don't think I want to do that. But despite my she remains on advice, they need more practice. We're just gonna try to keep going at that. Yeah, this character ended up somewhat mediocre. can never remember what the odds of these of this one is. Because, yeah, I don't remember if they had anything to do with this part of the seduction. I don't remember if that had anything to do with your stats or whether that was just sort of a static thing. Okay. Ugh, it's something really odd with my mouse right now. It just has a very difficulty of working right now. I don't know why. It's been working. There you go. A little bit of a shake and done. Like, I don't remember if there were any traits that did unfeeling. Okay, she's chaste though, so okay, I might actually give up if this doesn't work because she's chaste and not quite worth it. I'll confess my love. I don't have patience for this. I'm gonna try to find something else in the court. I'd prefer to get unmarried women. Yeah, I don't want to hunchback. No, that one. Okay, maybe I think it's just time to just join court. Yes. Wait, what? Search. Oh yeah, all. Just stewardship or diplomacy. Just invite a bunch of them. I don't want chaste. Ugh, these are non-chaste. I don't want chaste. Actually, let's just look up the opposite lustful, because we just want to try to make. Oh wow, there's only 3 women in the entire world that want to come over to my place that are lustful. That sounds something like the odds in actual real life, but. I digress. I'm gonna invite people. I'm gonna invite a couple of them over anyway. Let's see, maybe. She's also chaste, which is not great. Why is there all this chastity going around? That's not great. Search the realm. That's my wife already, and I don't need to seduce her. Ugh. It's, again, one of the things that I feel a little weird about when you're playing Crusader Kings. You're just kind of looking at a bunch of people like their shopping lists, or at least what's supposed to represent people as shopping lists. You're just going like, oh well, that's a lustful one, but nah, she's also like has great pox, so that's not great. Stubborn, greedy, content. Sure, I'll seduce this one because I just wanna. Really wanna try to. Try to get in there. Consideration. I just really want to help get that in there. Of course that revolt failed, you stupid cunt. Ugh. And she's infirm now. But at least my wife. Okay, my wife is still her heir, so that's still mostly fine. Wait, she died. Oh no, that's the same woman. Oh yeah, what am I thinking about? When she dies, does she then inherit the revolt and has to then do that annoying stuff? Oh, she became dull. That's not great. I sleep too little, is he doing worrying? Ugh. It's stressed. That's not great. Everything is just going awfully. I should have been trying to have less fun and just doing more strategically good plays. Being a devil worshipper seemed like such a good idea at the time. But alas, it was not a good move for obvious reasons. Those sure get intrigue training. I'm still getting like 32% of that? That is somewhat impressive. Yeah, okay, now I'm break control there. Make her a lady and keep her better and make her mind what her special thing, which I can do better. I will make her a lady and keep her as my mistress. Because now I feel like this is a possibility. Yes, let's do that. Holy Roman Empire, which is not currently with Lord anyone. Untrustworthy alliance breaker. I might actually not be able to get through this, get the Empire back for the first 10 years of this character being of age. There's no rush. Yeah, I still actually do have more eye. I'm gonna be at least a bit more conservative and just try to have this character at least survive for long. And also... that voting isn't that great. I'm just gonna vote for myself. Okay, I'm gonna stop that seduction and get something closer and try to just do something a little bit closer. I just really hate that how many women in my court are chaste. It's just very irritating. And red is not what I want. Ugh, Mastermind Theologian and chaste. She's chaste and fortune builder. So that's actually like +10 to counteract, so it's only -5. Oh, but she's married, so then I wouldn't get any of these, but I'll try to seduce this person. Oh yeah, she's actually quite good. It's just like the quick and attractive one that you get. My heir, my brother, he deserves greatness. Go get it. More of the instances of him liking me that actually might work. I need more practice. I'm just gonna get up to 285 and then buy some castle town, because I think that's probably gonna be pretty good. good just to get the money up, because I don't actually think there are any wars that we can do that actually get us anywhere that is an independent count with 3,000 troops to his name. We only have 2,000 troops. This only has 2,000 troops, but that's a small market to work with. So now, friends. Let me see. Sure, let's see if quoting love poetry works. Okay, fine. How is that war going for you? 30% in the Emperor of Scandinavia, the other one's for that in Scandinavia. We're just weakening the Empire for no good reason. Lord honorary title designated. But temporary. Temporary setback. I'll try to keep going. 347 degree of duchy. Wow, Jesus, that is expensive. Yeah, again, I'm probably going to be on for like 15 minutes, circa more, roughly. And this has not been a great turn of events, these couple of last playthroughs. Let's try to confess my love. Maybe she's a hopeful knave. Yeah, she's strong in this one. It's just not working. I can, doesn't want to say that. I can try to No, I can't. I could if I were independent. Yeah, see how this is going for you. I don't think it's going well for us. But we're notorious. I need another tactic. Yeah, because I don't think anyone has joined my faction. No. It's the most powerful faction around, though. Okay, finally some of that is actually going somewhat well. And of course, it's occupied by High Chieftain of Lithuania that was attacking them in the attacking. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This actually might be pulled off. You motherfucking. I might lose a county to a stupid tribal. What? Just what? I have to raise my levies for that. I only have about 2,000 troops. He's about 3,000, so it's not really even going to put a dent in it. So I'm just going to after a long period of time, probably lose this county too. So this playthrough might not end up as well as it did look a couple of sessions ago. It might not at all. Sure, I'll his votes just going perfectly. My votes were not going anywhere where I wanted them to. Make a lewd suggestion. Oh, that's not great. If the Scottish hadn't called me in their stupid rebellion, this actually would have worked, because I can't... Ugh. Yeah, Alliance Breaker 11... Wait. 1188. Confess my love. Come on! Okay, I'm gonna wait for one more run and then try the lot at someone else. Because they haven't had a single kit yet. It's been a year. Okay, only a year, but still. Love poetry. Let's try that one again. I don't have taste for this. Let's instead try to seduce. Not that one. That one's too old. I don't think it's a great idea. There's gotta be someone worth seducing. Let's just try to search for people that like me. Let's not go for that one, but this one would seem fine if it was in the Hunchback. Actually, this one would be fine, even though she's yeah, but it's chaste mastermental illusion. That's like -20 fertility, which is a bit too big when I'm looking for kids. This one's pretty good. Maybe that one will work. Okay, good. He's actually getting that besiegement off of there, by the looks of it, anyway. Or he's just doing that instead. And we're gonna lose a stupid county to this, and I don't think it's easy. You can do it. Like 700 troops. Yeah, I don't actually see the way of trying. It's just gonna tax our other armies a bunch. 7%. There's no rush. Also, I do actually kind of want this war to be over because I don't even want it to succeed. So sure, try to kill this one. Invite everyone that wants to take part in this stupid thing. And then we're also going to troops or money. I think I'm actually going to go for the money, specifically because I think that will hopefully increase the development time of everything. That the amount of reduce the amount of time until I can afford to actually also get the keep. Hopefully, get out of that. Classic. Die by poisoned wine. I hope it actually succeeds and ends this war inconclusively. That also means that he can't put her in jail. Because neither of them are winning this war, and it's just costing the Empire a bunch. In my treasury I have that's fine, because now you're still there. It's all good. Nourish. Well, let me see, how close is the epidemic? It's still fine. I'm not gonna try to get that in there. Buy favor, like he would cost like 400 money to buy her favor because she's a queen. I think it's gonna take 8 years, then we're gonna use the Christian pacts to form alliances, and then we're gonna get it done. In the meantime, we're actually really hoping that this heir is his son. He's a bit better life too. I'm not exactly in the mood to do that. I want her to like me, and I do not want this up now. Well, I do still really want to keep this wife. I'm just really hoping to actually have kids. Sort of think about it. Maybe I don't want to be a member of the council. Yeah, that's fine. And she's like, what, 5? Yeah, 5. relatively soon. And it's also going to take a while until that construction gets built. It's going to be ready 1181. Yeah, it's going to be ready December, late 1181. But then the town will be upgraded. Okay. Now I think I'm actually going to shut the gates because I don't actually have that many things that are important for me to do right now. And I just want to have a character that can survive from now right now. Suffering from the dread epidemic currently state. Having her stay with the rest of you inside walls puts you at risk. Is it my wife's bastard daughter? Yeah, I don't give a shit. Thrown out. See, don't give a shit. Throw out. Yeah, there's just... Lately, as Mr. said, she might have contracted the plague, but of course nothing is certain yet. She has to go. Okay, but now I think I'm going to call it. I will be continuing this probably next week, hopefully getting some more ahead than happened in this game session, but until then, goodbye and farewell.